Hello. It's Jalen Martinez, aka the Suburban Grower, and today I start my series on growing lemon from seed. So here in front of me, we have uh, Lisbon lemon seeds that I planted January the 9th of 2020, and honestly, this is probably the best thing that has come from 2020 thus far. But as you can see, these guys have really taken off and developed themselves. If you're looking at it, you're probably saying, well, these guys are small. And that is true. This is probably the bigger of the four that I have because it's branching out. But what I wanted to tell you guys is I noticed when I was looking at the videos on YouTube, people start doing these videos and then they stop. So I wanted to continue an update or start an update. I don't have from day zero up until now, but because I mean it's so normal for me to put something in a ground and forget about it to the point where it was like, well, I see people doing these videos, maybe I should do it and keep an update or keep them updated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and continue updating on this video from this point forward. Now that I have that out the way, I planted these guys January the 9th, and here we are June the 29th. So these guys have been in the ground for about 6 months, and what I have really noticed about these trees, even though they look like plants, is the roots on these guys once you put them in. Well, let me back up. So most people do the bag method to germinate them and put them in the refrigerator, all of this nonsense. You know what I did? I took them and I put them directly into soil. I put them out in the sun. Well, obviously it was cold in January. So what I did was I put it on a sunny window like so. And even though it's 30 degrees outside, as you can see, this is the office, by the way. This area is well lit. So even in the wintertime, you have no excuse for getting your trees the light that they need. So I went ahead and put it in there, and they started off as these super small seedlings that I thought, Lord, they look like trash. But here we are 6 months later, and they are flourishing. They also have another 3 months to really dig in and establish themselves, which I would call them established now because their root systems are phenomenal. I just replanted this one, repotted this one yesterday, because you think that just because this thing is 4 inches long, the root system on this guy, probably about 8 or 9 inches. This one, by the end of this summer, this will be pot bound, and this is about a gallon, half a gallon pot, a gallon to half a gallon pot. So this one will be root bound, which means those roots will get in there and start pot bound. These roots will get in there and start wrapping around the bottom, which means it's time for me to update and go up a size in the pot. What I wanted to let you guys know is, although these seem very small, like their roots go crazy. The reason why I said I decided to germinate them that way in the pot is because when it boils down to it, you don't want to disturb those tap roots. You don't want to disturb those tap roots, and if you do, 9 times out of 10, you'll have big issues, because that can stunt your tree's growth and this, that, and the other. The next point that I want to go ahead and move on to is, yes, it is extremely fun to grow from seed. However, You know when you say however or but, when somebody says that, there's bad news to follow. These guys, if they ever give me fruit, they will not be viable fruit. Now, what that means is, well, there's a chance, but they will not be the fruit that we have grown to love. This came from a Lisbon lemon from the grocery store. That's the seeds that I went ahead and grabbed out of the lemon that I chose. And what I want to go ahead and let you guys know is, it's not going to be the same lemon that I went to the grocery store and picked out. And I know that, and that's fine, because I have multiple lemon trees. That's a variegated Eureka lemon. That's what, 3 Meyer lemon. I have multiples planted outside. I have oranges. You get the deal. So I'm not dwelling on these to make me fruit. So, but I do have the time to see what I will be getting from these little seedlings. You don't necessarily have to get fruit from these trees for them to be an outstanding ornamental piece. Anybody who is up north, I have friends up north in Detroit, Michigan, South Carolina, Tennessee, you know, all over. Well, I wouldn't call South Carolina. They're kind of moderate. Tennessee is too, but you know, those extreme north, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, those are the areas that you really can't go and readily go to the store like I can here in Texas and grab one of these trees. It's a very fun ornamental tree, you know, and if you have the time to do it, it is absolutely beautiful to watch this thing take off from here and grow to this point in such a short time. The other thing that I will tell you is, growing from seed, I'm not saying that you will never ever get fruit. The possibility of you getting fruit it can happen. It'll just take a super long time, because here's the deal. So if I were taking a cutting from this right here, if I were cutting that off right there and I was putting that on a rootstock, I can almost guarantee I'm gonna get fruit from that cutting. I'm gonna get the same fruit as any other fruit on this tree by using that cutting. Now, because that portion of the tree, that is cloning, in a sense. That is cloning. Yes, it's called grafting, but it's gonna be genetically the same as the tree that it came from. It's going to produce fruit. It's going to root, all of that good stuff. Now, on the other hand, whenever this tree goes to start flowering and the Meyer lemons flower, because they're going to be outside at some point. I just have them in here because they're brand new. They're brand new trees, and I wanted to let them kind of get situated before I take them outside, because I didn't want them to burn up. But anyway, so whenever this tree flowers and this tree flowers, and then my Valencia flowers, and then my Satsuma flowers, the bees are going to do what they're supposed to do. They're going to visit all of these beautiful flowers, but guess what? They're going to take all of that pollen and mix them. So now you have this variegated lemon that started as a variegated lemon and has been cross-pollinated. Even though it's self-fruitful, it's a self-pollinator, they're gonna be mixed. It's like mixing the pot. So the fruit is gonna be fine. The fruit is gonna be identical to the parent. Follow me now. But the seeds from that fruit now have more genetic diversity than they had before, due to being in the same area as different citrus. Because I don't know if you guys know, but the Meyer lemon is a cross between what, orange and, I want to say an orange and a grapefruit. You see what I'm saying? So to keep that genetic fruit, what we do now is we cut off the lemon, or the branch from the Meyer lemon, and we put it onto a rootstock because we want that desired fruit. We don't want to let it go another generation and see what it may be afterwards, because you don't exactly know. And that's what it is. That's what it means when people say you don't know what you're going to get, because I'm a prime example. I have 5 or 6 different citrus varieties in my yard that can all cross-pollinate each other. Therefore, when I take that seed from those trees, I have a whole nother genetic pool of, I may get a Meyer lemon. If I planted it that way, I may get a Meyer lemon that has the variegated camouflage leaves like this guy. So with that being said, you just never know. But I kind of got off on a tangent. You guys have to excuse me, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I am willing to update these videos readily. I can do it probably about every month and a half. But I just want to let you guys know that this is super easy. I haven't fertilized them. Wait, have I? You know what? I may have put some 13 in here, just a little bit though. But these guys are doing well. As long as you half-ass water them and make sure that they're somewhere that they can get full sun. I just brought them in here recently, honestly, to do the video, but I can really tell that these guys are starting to say, hey, look, by these yellow leaves, that's what, a magnesium deficiency. So these guys are saying, hey, look, man, I'm hungry. You can see the veins in the leaves. These guys are hungry. So I definitely will take care of that. But outside of that, they're really self-sufficient. They don't need our help to take care of them outside of the fertilizing once every so often, and just going from there. But you guys, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I know I got off on a tangent, and that's totally fine. But I just wanted you guys to know that if you're gonna grow from seed, know what to expect. Know what to expect. Know that know the risks, know the rewards. Know that for now, and it's gonna be like that for a while. For now, you have an ornamental tree, not a fruit tree. You have an ornamental tree, and accept that, and it'll be okay. But outside of that, you guys, I promised I was gonna let you guys go. Y'all have a blessed one. Be looking for an update in about a month and a half. So let's say August. Let's shoot for August 15th for an update, and we'll go from there. All right, you guys, this is a Bourbon Grower, and you have a blessed and wonderful evening. All right, bye-bye.